Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and this is your second reading for today. This morning we were looking at the Hierophant and everything that you have learned. The Hierophant is giving you, I guess, the feeling of higher learning, of being a higher being. And that's simply about seeing the things you see here in a much more elevated way, I feel anyway. That everything that you've learned, all the wisdom that you've taken in, this came in the form of both my mothers this morning, because I have a biological mother that died at 7 and one that died a couple of years ago. And her signal is the deck I'm using this week, which is the Spirit Song. And also the elephants that keep coming into here. So this card says, since every request is granted, I feel no competition. And that's the reading we're going to be doing for today. It says each point of view matters. Every request is granted. There is no end to universal resources that fulfill these requests, and there's no end to the answers to the never-ending stream of questions, and for that reason there is no competition. I feel the busyness of the back of this card saying that everything that happens for a reason. Each point of view matters. Every request is granted. No end to universal resources. And I feel that's what they're saying, that everything that you go through is a resource. Everything that you feel or experience is some sort of resource for your life. So we're going to look at that, okay? And like I mentioned this morning, your quest is not to find the cure-all or right answer for everything. It's to find your answers. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the Pure Magic Oracle. And we're going to see what that has to... Oh, there we go. Actually, I saw this. I saw this card already. I was pre-shuffling and I saw this card. 26, Burning Man. Collective power, supreme prayer, 3 of cups, and a celebration. Very nice. I'm going to have to read this one because it's somehow profound. By the way, I said this morning, I did mention this morning that I was going to look up, because I had a dream of somebody growing elephant ears in a dream this morning. I think it was just really because the elephant was going to be in the room. For today's reading. I tried to remember who was growing the elephant ears, but I can't remember. So I feel that it's not, well, for now anyway, it wasn't really relevant. All I know is that it was going to make an appearance, and it sure did today. It sure did in the cards this morning. We had the Strength card with the elephant. We have this card with the elephant. So, yeah, it was just to... They do that sometimes, just to say, by the way, this is going to be important today. And it was. It was really important. And the message with it was really awesome. So let's see what the Burning Man has to say. So we have an elephant and a Burning Man. I've heard about this. Let's see. Can you feel the energy rising? The time now is for celebration. And you must not forgo the moment of experience with your community. Take 3 cups and celebrate your wins. However small or large they be, some small pieces of magic or prayer can be enough as a remedy, but other times larger vessels will be needed to push through the higher barrier. Larger vessels will be needed to push through the higher barrier. This is a call for you to go grandly in your magic and expand its working with another. 2 energies are better than 1, after all. So, yeah, I love that. So, they're talking, of course, about the Burning Man, and I'm not going to really... You can look that up for yourself if you're interested about neo-pagan practices, druid practices. So I'm going to let you look that up if you want. The message here is definitely go beyond yourself, okay? Take that leap of faith, okay? Burn it up, as they say. Burn it up from the inside out. So I'm going to pull some beautiful tarot here. The Devil, the Chariot that came out this morning, and the Page of Pentacles are the first three cards coming out. Oh, Lord, they had to do this to me, right? I'm mentioning this because the Burning Man and the Devil, right? The close relation to what we see all the time. Ace of Swords. Nine of Wands. King of Cups. I like this row. I like this row right here. Queen of Wands. Five of Pentacles. King of Swords. Alright, so because we're dealing with the past, of course we're going to be dealing with people's beliefs. And of course, in my generation, of course, there were the religious factors of heaven and hell. Let's just say in my family there wasn't much talk about it, but it was like, you know, a thing that you kind of figure exists, but you're really not going to talk about it because everybody's afraid, right? So, going beyond, you could go beyond yourself. And the thing that they're saying right here is that a lot of the times there's a lot of fear in going about it your own way, because it's not following the norm. This right here, they want to talk about, a lot of this was put in here, and you know, the Devil is about restrictions. It's about fitting yourself into a model that's been taught to you. Okay? Oh, don't do that, because that's devil's work. You're going to go to hell. I mean, just as if you go back my age and tarot readers, they were, oh my God, they're doing the devil's work. And I still get comments on this channel every once in a while that I'm going straight to hell. And I don't mean to laugh about it. If people's beliefs are very important to them, I get it. I do get it. I do get it. But I am laughing about it. Because that kind of restrictive thinking, especially where you see where it's coming from, especially when you're hearing the messages that I'm giving you, which is all about love and expansion and empowering yourself. Empowerment sometimes can be seen as the devil's work. And I've seen that many times through my lifetime. Oh, don't do that. You're not following what's been indoctrinated and what's been written. The Hierophant card brings that to mind as well. He's the Pope, usually sitting on the pulpit, telling you what to do, having followers, and you must follow the scriptures, right? So, this is about breaking free. And not just of that, Pisces, of those restrictions. Anything that you put in your way of saying, well, it didn't work out so well for that person or this person, right? It doesn't mean they're going to hell, but it's almost like going, you didn't follow the norm. You didn't follow the scripted, the verse. But you see, you've been building your own template through all of this, Pisces, the past. Your past has been making you build your own template. And whether you, regardless of you realize it or not, you've built your very own chariot with its own specific journey and places that it wants to go. This Page of Pentacles, look at him, pensive. Look at him thinking, there's got to be a better way. Yeah, there's got to be a better way. Where do I go? I know there's solid beginnings in what I'm thinking about. I know that I can set goals. I know that I can still be cautious and while still being the student instead of being closed off. Okay? I've gotten rid or seen a lot of the stuff that didn't work for myself and for others, how they've shown me things that didn't work, like my mother's, the stuff that hurt them, that hindered them. I know what they are. I can spot them in this bush. But I know there's a lot of good growing here. I'm still thinking. See? I'm still looking and I'm thinking, this looks good. And this is what they want you to do. Have an open mind, right? Have an open mind. Keep looking. And if you do, you're going to break through that. You're going to break through. And I love that they have the Ace of Swords here between the Devil and a Chariot. Okay? It's going to cut. It's going to cut through those barriers, and it's going to free you so that you can... It almost looks like he took off, right? Look at the way his hand's up in the air, like, oof, I got unstuck all of a sudden. You can't give up. You have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is all about like persevering. Okay? This is the wounds of others, the wounds of you, everything that you've gone through, everything that you've seen. You know deep within yourself, though, you have the ability, the King's beautiful emotional stability, if you simply just keep an open mind and cultivate the stuff that's meaningful to you. The reason I laugh when the Queen of Wands came out, it's because this fire that they're making you so afraid of, the hell's fire, it's the Queen's fire, okay? This vibrancy scares a lot of people. Oh, there's a black cat. That's evil, right? But the confidence and beauty that she feels, the optimism, the inspiring energy. Personal flair and change is not something that was usually embraced by others because there's a level of insecurity and a level of not knowing what that's going to bring, right? So, these Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is feeling like I may be alone here doing these things, okay? If you live in a family, a very traditional family, one of the things they're talking about, and this is very old tradition, okay? Girls have long hair, guys have short hair, you know, and you show up as a girl with short hair and dyed it blue or purple. Can you imagine, you know, that even if these people, I know the world has all of this and there's much worse things, but imagine in a world where none of that exists and you're the first one to bring it in. You're seen as, whoa, you can't do that. And you become the one-off, right? In that village, in that town, you become that one with the short hair and blue. You no longer have an identity. You're the person who changed the rules. They're saying, you may feel alone when you create change in your life, but it doesn't mean that you are. It just means that you created a change, okay? I feel it right there with this picture of hugging, okay? That there's definitely others that feel the way you do. And you always have divine help on your side. King of Swords, a trendsetter, somebody who can see above the crowd, that can get past the emotional turbulence of it and to cut right through the truth of the matter, okay? And this is disentangling yourself. Poof! I'm gonna release myself. I'm gonna free myself from all of this. Absolutely. Not easy being a trendsetter. Not easy, okay? But sometimes it's so worth it. Look at the ones who did it. Okay, I remember in the 80s, like, us kids, we were, like, testing stuff with our hair, you know, cutting all the hair off. And today would be seen as nothing. It's nothing. It's child's play compared to the stuff. But we were wearing like chain neck collars and bracelets and punking our hair up as high as it could go and shaving the sides off and having 16 earrings. We were just trying to do things, and I remember our parents looking at us like, ooh, what kind of incarnation of weirdness is this? Okay? Especially if you had like parents who were from the boomer generation, as they call. I know they keep calling me a boomer, and I'm not. I'm a Gen Xer. They're like, what the heck is this? But you know, you need to get out of this. You need to break old patterns, you know, of the, oh my God, the change is scary. You have the resources. You're bringing in the resources. You're trying new things. I know it's very different than this morning's reading, but you're going to need these things to break through the barriers. This is more of this. This is you changing. It's not just about breaking down the stuff, breaking through the doors, like we were talking about this morning. That the past, all the blueprints that you saw that you didn't want to do, it incited you to be different, to be weird. And that's the point of this. Not always easy, not always seen positively, but it's way ahead of its time. It's so cutting edge. Very stereotypical when you're thinking about the King of Swords with this cutting edge of today. It's made you so determined that sometimes it blinds you, but not really, because he's always up above. He's got that kingly energy that sees things for what they are. Hands up right now. I can't see them, but hands up right now as you're listening to this. When you've seen a small-minded thought cross somebody's lips and thought of it, oh, that's so yesterday. That's so small-minded. How can you think this way? How can you be stuck in that idea? Oh, right here. It's happened to me a lot through the years. And I'm hoping that I never get to the point, and I know that sometimes I have, but I never get to the point of being that closed off. So, I don't know, I feel like it's been all over the place, but maybe not. We're talking about your past. There's a lot of past things that came up here. Old ideas, ideas that needed to be broken down, ideas that helped you build your templates. And I think you're going far with it. I want you to look at them with kindness, with laughter sometimes for the ridiculousness of some of these things. And I want you to see just how much further this world has gotten. How many more ideas have been introduced to the mix. How much bigger we are. How much less we pay attention to the things that may be a lot less relevant than they felt in the past. Even if you're a younger person, think about 5 years ago. How has the world changed since then? And how much more can it change in the next 5 years? And do you want to be part of that? I think you do. All right, my beautiful Pisces, I am letting you go with this. I am sending you love, light, and blessings. Take care of yourself. Tomorrow we're going to be back and we're going to look at your magic. Take care. Bye for now.